Oh, hello, this is Brian, and welcome to Let's Play Solstice, the quest for the staff of Demnos. What the hell is this game? I'm sure a lot of you don't know, and I don't blame you because I didn't know about this game until just a few days ago either. So, yeah, I went into the game shop and got this at random, and it came with the box and manual. It ended up being really good. So, let's let's play this thing. So this guy here, I don't know. The manual goes into a lot of detail as to what the story is, but Benzai did a video on this actually. He said like, oh, why is the guy in the opening cutscene look so different from the guy in the box? Actually, the manual does explain that the guy, the guy from the box, his name is Shaddix. He's Shattuck. He puts on a disguise because like the villain wouldn't suspect an old man to be any good in like this terrible dungeon or whatever. I don't know. I could go into explaining the story, but it's a bit intricate and stupidly pointless. So basically, I'll just sum it up: is the goal of the game is to collect 6 pieces of a magic staff to beat up the villain, and yeah, that's about it. You have to collect 4 keys and the 6 pieces of the magic staff, and then you basically win. So it looks like a pretty it's sort of an exploration slash puzzle game. Well, going back just a sec, there's a lot to talk about all at once. Those boots I got make me jump higher, and you need those to beat the game. And that green potion, there's 4 potion types in the game, and the green potion lets you see invisible platforms. So those platforms I was just jumping on, they're invisible until you either jump on them or use the green potion. So once you know where the invisible platforms are, you never need the green potions. But so yeah, it's isometric view, and that can really fuck you up a lot in this game. You will die a lot of times just because you can't really see it properly. And it gets annoying, but you get used to it. So there's our first piece of the staff, and let's fall down here. And extra life. Extra lives are good in any game. Yeah. So just a lot to talk about all at once, I guess. This is like exploration slash puzzle game. Oh, and by the way, these keys, you need the keys because certain blocks won't appear unless the keys are there, or certain doors won't open unless you have a key. And it never shows you like where that key door is, so you just gotta trial and error your way through it and figure out where the key does something. But this was actually quite a fun game to play through. I got the advice to draw your own map, and that was actually a lot of fun to, get a piece of paper and draw my own map of the area. I don't know if I overall needed it. I probably could have eventually done this by memory, but I think it did help me get my bearings a lot quicker and finish the game a lot faster than I think most people would. Because even though, this isn't a very well-known game, I think, that alone is pretty weird that it's in this day and age where you think all of the good NES games would be known about. It's weird to find a hidden gem like this. But, oh, well, first I'll show you the blue potion. Seizure Flash! Fall down there and this is where you can get a lot of 1-ups, and I suggest you do this. It is a little out of your way, not too much though, so it is worth it because you get like 4 extra lives by doing this. And it's also nice to get the yellow potion. But the blue potion makes you invincible to everything except the spikes. So even if you're invincible, you still die by landing on spikes. Not like those spiked balls, but like spikes on the floor. But yeah, it's like it is weird to just find a cult favorite these days. But yeah, I was drawing my own map, and like I said, I don't think I really needed to, but it did help. And if I do want to get 100%, it would be nice to have the map to give me an ideal route, because in order to get 100%, you have to go in every room and collect every item. Whereas, oops, yeah, Oops. But whereas, you know, normally it's just, you know, you have to get the 4 keys and the 6 pieces of staff and then you win. Well, you have to get to a certain place, but it's like right at the place you have to get to is right where you get the 6th staff piece. So staff piece. It almost sounds like star piece. I'm collecting the 6 star pieces. Actually, this game does have the brightly super colored flashing like the XM Rangers in Mario RPG. I love that. That's something I miss about, you know, like old Nintendo games, is the seizure flashes. I mean, I know they aren't good on your eyes or anything, but they look cool. Like the big colorful seizure flashes. I mean, so long as it's not, you know, the fucking red and blue at the same time. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you dawdle in there, you're gonna get smushed by those guys. But yeah, see, you wouldn't think that would be how you jump there, but the isometric view really makes it confusing. And you can, oh yeah, and here's a nice little trick. Use the potion as an invincible and just jump on them. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do to get here, but that's what I always do. But you can stand on things and like pick up something and jump at the same time, and that's really good. That's really important to get used to, because that'll give you that extra height that you need to get through most of these puzzles. But yeah, it's just so weird, because when you buy an NES game at random, you just go into it thinking, okay, this is going to be absolutely shit. Whereas this turned out to be quite good. I really enjoyed my time playing this game. I played this for about a day and a half straight before finally, before I managed to, or probably about 2 days altogether. Like, you know, not like 48 hours worth of gameplay, but you know, it took about 2 or 3 days for me to get it all sorted out and finish and figure out how to beat it. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if it's for everyone though, but I quite enjoyed it. And that's a nice little trick, so you don't have to waste a potion there. Nice hidden one up. So there are these credits in the game, and the credits are like your continues, but oh, by the way, the purple potion destroys all moving objects on the screen, just so you know. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, the credits. The credits, they're like continues, but they're, in a way, they're kind of like save states. Like, not really, like, but like if, okay, so let's say you have 2 keys and 3 staff pieces, or just 2 keys and 2 staff pieces to keep things simple. By the way, that door, you need the 3rd key to get into that door. So if you have like 2 staff pieces and 2 keys when you get a checkpoint, it saves that. So if you get another key or another staff piece and then lose all your lives, you go back to that checkpoint where you'll only have 2 staff pieces and 2 the other thing I said. So it's good to prioritize when you're gonna pick up your checkpoints. But if you're going for 100%, you gotta pick up all of them at some point. Teleporters. There's only like 2 of them in the whole game. Yeah, this was like my first this recording was my first really, you know, quick run through the game. Like, I had only beaten the game once before this, but this was like my second complete run through the game, and I did really well. It was actually pretty funny reading the walkthroughs for like, after, okay, there was, I admit, like, there was one thing at the very end I needed the walkthrough for, not to figure out the puzzle itself, really, but to figure out that I could jump up to a platform higher above, because when you jump up between screens, like you're going to a higher floor, sometimes you can jump a bit higher. Sometimes you can jump a lot higher, and most other times you just jump regularly, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong, so I had to look at the walkthrough and make sure, yes, you can just jump up there, but there's some certain way you have to do it, and I honestly don't know what it is, so I just keep trying until I get it. But it was funny reading that walkthrough after I'd beaten the game, because the they're like, oh, and there was a review I read too that said like, oh, the yellow potions are useless. You'll never need them. And like, the, the yellow potions are so useful. Like, I'll show you the yellow potion when I get to them. Oh, by the way, I was making a little detour here. I screwed something up. Never mind about that. But like the yellow, they were describing how to do the final puzzle, and like they were doing incredibly pointlessly, making it incredibly pointlessly difficult on themselves. When if they just, you know, had some yellow potions, they could easily bullshit their way through that whole last section, no problem. So the yellow potions are really useful. Ignore what idiots you may find in stupid reviews. And you could push that bubble over there, but I don't need it. I'll just use my super shortcut. And you can get through this room without a potion, but I keep getting killed trying to get through it without one, so it's overall worth it to just have enough potions to get through this section. You need a lot of potions here. Apparently the spikes in that room are bugged and you can stand on them. I haven't tried it myself, but apparently you can do that. So here's another puzzle room, and so like you get over here and you're supposed to use, because that purple block is going to fall off his head eventually, so you're supposed to use a blue potion and like bounce on his head, but I just fucking kill myself because I have so many 1-ups, and it's like faster, and you don't waste a blue potion because, well, as you'll see, I had just enough potions to get through the game. Like, I was lucky that I had enough potions. I should have planned a little bit better, but it all worked out well in the end. But yeah, I'm really glad I got a copy of this with the instructions, because I would have not known what the hell I was doing in this without them. I wouldn't have known what my objective was, or what the potions did, or the incredibly elaborate backstory that they have, which is, like I said, really pointlessly long and elaborate. It's a good story, kinda. I mean, they throw a lot of fake terminology in there. It's funny. And yes, I did just make the most complete, like, the longest route possible to get to here. I could have made that a lot quicker, but I'm just doing a bit of insurance policy, getting this credit. Yeah, there is a certain point. I'll confess, I also looked at the walkthrough for this, because I would have been lost forever if I didn't look this up. But there's a part later, like, there's a part farther on where there's just, the blocks are too high and you can't stand up. Like, you can't jump far enough. And I never knew how to get past there, and it turns out that that is the route to the last section of the game, but you have to have 3 keys and 5 staff pieces before certain little blocks appear there and you can proceed. So until you've got the 5 staff pieces and 3 keys, you can't go any further there. And this little area is optional, but it's pretty easy to get to 1-ups here. And the more lives you have, the better. I mean, obviously, it's the case in any game, but this is especially true in this. Like, this is weird, though. Like, so many people are like, oh, this game is insanely hard. And, like, really? This was pretty easy. I mean, maybe these are people who played it when they were, like, 12 or something. I am 22 playing this for the first time, and really, I thought it was pretty easy. I mean, it was fun. It was definitely a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. But it wasn't that hard. The puzzles were pretty simple. And I mean, I guess if I didn't bullshit my way with so many yellow potions in the final area, it would be harder, yeah. But I mean, if you're not going to take advantage of what you have to you, then that's your own damn fault for it being too hard. Use those damn yellow potions. They're awesome. But like I said, they only really come in handy later on, towards the end. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot I wanted to mention, and sorry if I'm repeating myself, but like, I tried to find some info on this game, and really the only video I could find about it was like a tool-assisted run, a few tool-assisted runs, and Benzai did a video of it. Like, I'm probably repeating myself in like this 22-minute video, but Benzai did a very quick video of it. It wasn't all that informative. It was just kind of a stupid, silly, goofy video. And so, yeah, it's like even though there is like an internet celebrity out there who knows about it, he really didn't expose the game for what it is. So, okay, here's the yellow potions. They freeze objects in place, and I don't know why, but the reviews I've seen and the one walkthrough I read just figured that the yellow potion is only there to freeze enemies. I don't know why you would think that. The manual even, I think the manual even says that you should freeze the falling blocks. I can't remember clearly if it did say that or not, but like that's what it's for, is to freeze falling blocks. And by the way, this puzzle was not hard. I figured that out super quick. I don't know why people think this game is hard, but yeah, that's what the yellow potions are for. Is there's several cases in this game where platforms will fall and onto spikes and like disappear, and that's where you want those yellow potions, is to stop those blocks from falling into the spikes, and you can just make several puzzles a lot easier that way. Make sure you have full yellow potions before you go to this final area of the game. I think if you have full yellow potions, you can like screw up once. And it's nice to have that in case you screw up. But, yeah. By the way, this is the only song that plays in the game, like in the actual gameplay. So, but it's a pretty cool song. It's like kind of atmospheric for NES. Like, this is pretty cool music in terms of NES, but, like, I remember like the guy who composed the music. Like, everyone always makes a big deal about that guy composing the music for this game. It's Tim something or other. I don't know. I don't remember. Sorry, but it's like, is he famous or something? I don't know, but maybe it says on the back of the box somewhere. Oh no, it'll say in the manual. Instruction manual. Music by Timothy Follin. Timothy Follin, F-O-L-L-I-N. Is that guy important? Is he famous? I don't know. But people always bring that up when they talk about this game, it seems. Yes, and don't fall in that hole, because you will have to backtrack a long way to get back here. So, yeah. And yes, this is where this is like one of those parts where you are required to use a blue potion. You have to jump on these pigs' heads. Actually, I was talking to my brother about this game, and like, I think it would be, oh, this room sucks. This is like the hardest room in the whole game, because it's weird the way these platforms work. Is like, if you just hold the button, you won't go in the door. So if you ride the yellow thing, you won't go in the door. Like, you sort of have to jump a bit to get in, and you know, it's just a really annoying room. So it's good to have a lot of lives for this particular room. But I was talking to my brother about just how the potions work and how it's kind of strange, in that like it would look very strange in like a TV show, because like he just drinks a purple potion and then suddenly everything around him just explodes. All the bad guys just spontaneously combust when he takes a swig of grape juice. That's pretty funny. So there's your final key. Oh yeah, and those little colorful blocks at that little green room, that's what I was saying earlier about you need the 5 staff pieces and the 3 keys. Oh, this is going by so quickly, and there's a lot to say. I might have to do like another video talking about this, but yeah, that's like the only, that's not even a tricky part of the puzzle. Like, this is not hard to figure out. That was incredibly easy to figure out. Just push the thing. Actually, I did it by accident when I first got in here. Like, that was how I figured it out. I just kept walking forward and I accidentally pushed it. Okay, now here is a trick Now, this is probably not the best way to do this, but if you can do this, it's great. Use the yellow potion to freeze it in air, and then anytime you drop it, it'll just stay there. It won't fall to the ground, and you have to do this insane timing puzzle. So that's really good to have the yellow potion there. And I didn't need to use the blue potion there, but better safe than sorry. There's an invisible platform. See, that wasn't too hard. Like, the people were talking about jump on the spike ball and use the invincible and jump on the spike ball and then land on the green thing. It's a tough jump, but dude, look, just use your potions. It's not that hard. Yeah, I don't even know how the hell you do that last room I was in without a yellow potion. I mean, I guess you have to do really precise timing with the jumps, but, you know, fuck that. I'll just use the yellow potion and bullshit it. So here's what I was talking about earlier in that I didn't know that you could just jump up here. Because, like, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what decides if it works or not. See, most of the times there I'm not jumping high enough, and I don't know why. Jumping. There we go. See, I don't get it. So what you want to do here is you want to have, well, you'll just see it. You want to make sure that the bubble gets above it so it can push you up. There you go. Otherwise you won't have enough height. Just use your yellow potion and stop that thing from falling. There. No problem. That was pathetically easy. And that's the final staff piece. The staff of Demnos has been restored. And now you're just permanently invincible until you get to the finishing door of the game, which is right here. And that's the end of the game. No final boss or whatever. That's it. Shaddix. Princess Eleanor. That's not exactly a very princessy name, Eleanor. Sorry to all the people named Eleanor, but I don't know. No, Morbius. Yes, his name is Morbius the Malevolent, by the way. So yeah, it's something like he's using the princess as a sacrifice to raise some demon that'll give him, like, ultimate power to conquer the world, and holy crap, seizure flash. The end. You viewed 190 rooms, 70.31% complete. Not bad, not bad. And that's the whole game. It's super short once you know where you're going, and if, you know, you use your potions right, it's just an incredibly easy game. But it was a lot of fun to play through, and I mean, if you're finding out about the game through this playthrough, I mean, you're gonna know where to go, and you won't have the same fun I had in, like, mapping out the whole area. But, you know, if you just watch this once and then, you know, don't look at it again, I think you'll have a lot of fun with this game if you try it out. So, thanks for watching, and, yeah, I guess that's it. And enjoy the rest of E3, because I'm recording this on E3 day. So, see you later.